Hello everyone, in today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to display a widget with a restart endgame option when you overlap a trigger box. And without further ado, let's get into it. First, what you want to do is go to Unreal Engine, project browser, and create either a first or third person character template. It doesn't really matter which one, they will both work perfectly fine. And we'll call this def widget tutorial. Already exists. Oh yeah, let's do 2 and then click create. Once everything's loaded, what you want to do first is go to the content and create 2 new folders. First one will be trigger box and the second one will be widgets, and you get this up by right clicking. So what you want to do first is go to add, quick add, and type in trigger box and move that somewhere where you remember, and pull it up, press R to scale just so it connects with everything. Then before we do that though, we will go to widgets and go to user interface, widget blueprint, and user widgets, and we'll call that WB_def, and we'll leave that for now. Next, what you want to do is go to the trigger box and go over here and make a trigger box blueprint. So we'll call it TB_def. Click save and make sure we save it to the trigger box folder and click select. Once it opens, you'll want to go to the event graph, delete event begin play and event tick because we don't need it. Drag off event active begin overlapped and cast to BP_first person character. If you did in the third person character project, you just do BP_third person character and it will appear here. Next, you want to create a widget. So type in create widget and you want to select the class to be the widget that we just made. It won't work yet because we'll have to go into the widget and do some things in there, but just for this purposes I'll just put it here so you can see that's what you're doing. Right click on return value and promote to variable. You can name that if you want, I usually don't. Next, you want to add to viewport like so. Then you will want to set game paused like so and click true, and that will be all. Basically what all of this does is these two, this is obviously the trigger box, and if your actor overlaps it, so the character being the actor, if you overlap it, it will play the rest of this logic. This creates the widget and this just displays it, and once it displays it, it pauses the game so you're not still running around and moving all that stuff. So you want to hit compile. You want to make sure that's connected as well, and hit compile and save. Then you want to go over to the widget we made. You want to type in canvas panel and just drop that there, or you could also drop it in there. Next, you want to type in text, drag and drop here, set the anchor to be in the middle, or if you want, I'll just press Ctrl Z to show you this. If you want, click anchor, hold Control and Shift, then click the middle, and as you can see, it moved the box a bit. So that can be very useful. Then you want to just scale this out a bit like so, move it there, go to font, change that to about 90, and then we'll change the text to "you died." We'll put capital D ... and put that like so. Name this "you died." Does not need to be a variable. Then what you want to do next is type in button, drag and drop it here about so, like that, position that, and then you can just drag the anchor to position like that. Control D to duplicate and then fix the anchor like that. Then you want to go to text, drag and drop the text onto the buttons, or you could just do it here as well. click on that and type in restart question mark and name it restart. Then this one, quit game question mark and name it quit game. Next, what you'll want to do is go to the event graph, drag from this pin and type set input mode UI only. Then from the player controller, you want to get owning player. Make sure it's get owning player and not get player controller, or this will not work. Then you want to drag from the return value and type set show mouse cursor and set that to true. Connect it and set it to true. And we'll just double click this blue line just to make it a bit neater so we don't go going through each other. Then go back to the designer, click on the restart button, scroll down and go to on clicked. Then you will want to load level, or load level, sorry, open level by object reference and find the level that you're using. In this case, I'm using first person map in here. First person map. Then you want to remove from parent like so. Then you'll want to set input mode game only and you can get the normal player controller for this. Get player controller, and again we will drag from this and type set show mouse cursor and make sure this is false. Let's make that a bit neater. Then lastly, set game paused and make sure it's false. So basically all this does is once you click restart, it will open the level again. So basically just reload the level so it seems like the game's restarted. Remove from parent will get rid of the widget on the screen, and set input mode game only will return the game to its original state so you can walk again, you know, interact with whatever you need to. Then set show mouse cursor. As it's false, it will remove the cursor off the screen. If you didn't do this, then whilst you were playing, the cursor would still be on the screen. So you want to make sure that's false. And then set game paused. We initially set to true in the blueprint, so it pauses the game once, you know, you overlap the trigger box. So here we want to set it to false, so it unpauses the game. Next, we want to go to the quit game button, scroll down again, on clicked, and then all you need to do is just drag off here and click quit game, and that'll be fine. You want to compile and save, and then we'll test it out. Go over here. You died, restart, and it restarts the level. You died, quit game, and it quits the game. That'll be all for this tutorial. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Thank you, and have a blessed day.